Hey everyone, I'm Sabrina, and welcome to my channel, your ticket to amazing food trips. Today, I'm taking you on a super fast tour of Delhi, where the streets smell like spices and the food is unlike anywhere else. We're diving into Delhi's craziest street foods, the must-try bites that locals love and visitors can't get enough of. Ready to enjoy every single bite? Let's go. Chole Bhature isn't just breakfast. It's a celebration of flavors, culture, and community that comes alive every morning in Delhi. As the sun rises, the city streets fill with the irresistible aroma of spices and frying dough, drawing people from all walks of life to their favorite food stalls. For many Delhiites, this dish is more than a meal. It's a cherished ritual that brings friends and families together, setting the tone for a vibrant day ahead. Picture this: golden, cloud-like bhature, pillowy soft, yet slightly crisp on the outside, being expertly fried until they puff up into perfect, airy rounds. The sizzling sound as they hit the hot oil is almost as inviting as their mouth-watering aroma. Each bhatura is made fresh to order, ensuring that every bite is warm and comforting. Now, pair that with a generous helping of spicy, flavorful chole, chickpeas slow-cooked in a rich, tangy tomato gravy, infused with a blend of traditional Indian spices. The chole is simmered for hours, allowing the flavors to deepen and meld together, creating a hearty, satisfying dish that's both spicy and savory. The magic truly happens when you tear into the fluffy bhature, scoop up some chole, and top it with crunchy pickled onions. The combination of textures, the softness of the bread, the creaminess of the chickpeas, and the crisp bite of onions, creates a symphony in your mouth. Each mouthful is a burst of flavors, with the tang of pickled onions cutting through the richness of the chole and bhature. And don't forget the tangy green chilies served on the side. For those who crave an extra kick, a bite of chili adds a fiery punch that elevates the whole experience. The pickled onions and chilies aren't just garnishes. They're essential companions that balance the dish's bold flavors. What makes chole bhature even more special is its accessibility. You'll find it everywhere in Delhi, from humble roadside carts where vendors expertly roll and fry bhature in front of you, to iconic sweet shops that have been serving this classic for generations. Each place has its own secret recipe, passed down through families, making every plate unique. Some vendors add a hint of kasuri methi to their dough, while others might spice up their chole with extra ginger or a squeeze of lemon. The variety is endless, and part of the fun is discovering your personal favorite spot. No two plates are ever quite the same, and that's what keeps people coming back for more. For many, starting the day with chole bhature is a beloved tradition. Whether you're grabbing a quick breakfast before work or lingering over a leisurely meal with friends, this dish brings people together and fuels the city's energy. The morning crowds at food stalls are a testament to its popularity and the joy it brings. So if you ever find yourself in Delhi, don't miss out on this iconic breakfast. Take a bite of chole bhature, and you'll quickly understand why it's not just a meal. It's a way of life, and a dish that truly captures the spirit of the city. Daula ki chaat is like Delhi's winter magic. A dessert that looks like a cloud, so delicate and ethereal that it almost seems unreal. Imagine walking through the bustling streets of Old Delhi on a chilly winter morning, your breath visible in the air, and suddenly spotting a vendor with a tray of what looks like golden-tinted clouds. This is Daulat ki chaat, a dessert that captures the fleeting beauty of winter in the city. Its name literally means the wealth of cream. And for many Delhiites, it truly is a treasure that appears only for a short time each year. You can only find this magical treat from November to February, when the air is crisp and cold. The winter chill is not just a backdrop, it's an essential ingredient. Without the right temperature, Daulat ki chaat simply cannot be made. This makes it a rare and eagerly awaited delicacy, one that locals and visitors alike look forward to as soon as the weather turns. The process of making Daulat ki chaat is almost as magical as the dessert itself. It starts late at night, when the city is quiet and the air is at its coldest. Fresh milk is poured into large, shallow pans and then whisked for hours under the open sky. The cold air helps the milk froth up into a light, airy foam. This foam is then carefully collected and allowed to rest, so it becomes even lighter and fluffier. Finally, it's topped with a sprinkle of saffron, pistachios, and sometimes a dusting of powdered sugar or cardamom, adding a touch of luxury and fragrance. When you take your first spoonful, the dessert almost disappears on your tongue. It's incredibly light, with a subtle sweetness and a gentle hint of cardamom spice. The saffron and pistachios add a delicate crunch and a burst of flavor, making each bite a unique experience. It's a dessert that doesn't just satisfy your sweet tooth. It delights your senses and leaves you wanting more. The vendors who make daulat ki chaat are keepers of a special tradition. Many of them have been perfecting their craft for generations, waking up before dawn to prepare this delicate treat. In the winding lanes of Chandni Chowk, they guard their foamy creation from the sun and the crowds, selling it only in the early hours before it melts away. For those in the know, finding daulat ki chaat is like discovering a hidden gem, a secret passed down through word of mouth and cherished by those lucky enough to taste it. So if you ever find yourself wandering the streets of Delhi in winter, keep an eye out for this cloud on a plate. Daulat ki chaat is more than just a dessert. It's a fleeting moment of joy, a taste of tradition, and a reminder that sometimes the most magical things are those that don't last forever. Don't miss your chance to experience this quick, magical treat before it disappears with the winter mist. Ram Ladoo shows that simple ingredients can make something truly amazing. These are little fried balls made from moong dal, a type of lentil, that are crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. They're topped with grated radish, coriander, and a tangy green sauce. The mix of hot fried balls, cool radish, and zesty sauce is just too good to resist. Every seller adds their own special spices, making each bite unique. For a quick, unforgettable taste of Delhi, grab a plate of Ram Ladoo. You can't have a food adventure in Delhi without visiting Paranthi Wali Gali. This busy lane has tons of different stuffed parathas, flatbreads, from the classic potato to more daring ones like banana or rabri, a sweet milk dish. Each paratha is made fresh, stuffed full, and cooked until golden in ghee, clarified butter. They come with tangy pickles and spicy curries, making it a real celebration of flavors and old traditions. Sit down, order your favorite, and taste the history of Old Delhi. What does Delhi do when it's super hot? Kulfi Faluda, creamy kulfi, Indian ice cream, full of pistachios and cardamom, meets slippery Faluda noodles and a drizzle of rose syrup. Sellers layer it all with sweet syrup and basil seeds for a fancy street dessert. Every bite is creamy, chewy, and cold. Super refreshing. Beat the heat and treat yourself to this classic dessert that's been around forever. Aloo tikki is like the heart of Delhi's street food. These are crispy potato patties, spiced just right, and topped with tangy sauces, chaat masala, a special spice mix, and sometimes yogurt or kole. The sizzle, the smell, and the golden crunch are impossible to say no to. Each bite is a mix of opposites: hot, cold, sweet, and tangy. For a real local experience, grab a plate at a famous chaat stall. If you're searching for a dessert experience that's truly out of the ordinary, you simply have to make your way to Kurimal Mohan Lal Kulfi. Nestled in the bustling lanes of Old Delhi, this legendary shop has been delighting locals and visitors alike for generations. The moment you arrive, you'll notice the steady stream of people, families, foodies, and curious travelers, all drawn by the promise of something sweet, cold, and utterly unique. The shop's humble exterior belies the magic that happens inside, where tradition and innovation come together in every frozen bite. What sets Kurimal Mohanlal apart from any other kulfi shop in the city is their signature creation, the stuffed fruit kulfi. Imagine this. Fresh, juicy fruits like oranges, mangoes, or even pomegranates are carefully hollowed out, then filled to the brim with rich, creamy kulfi. The kulfi is infused with the natural essence of the fruit as it freezes, resulting in a dessert that's both refreshing and indulgent. Each fruit shell becomes a natural mold, locking in the flavors and aromas, and when you finally taste it, you get a burst of fruitiness perfectly balanced with the smooth, milky kulfi. It's a labor-intensive process, but the result is nothing short of spectacular. But the magic doesn't stop at stuffed fruits. Kurimal Mohanlal offers an astonishing variety of kulfi flavors, each crafted with care and the finest ingredients. From the tangy, deep purple jamun, a beloved Indian berry, to the aromatic and slightly spicy pan, inspired by the traditional betel leaf preparation, there's a flavor for every palate. You'll also find classics like malai, kesar pista, and rose, all frozen to perfection. The sheer range of options makes it a paradise for dessert lovers, and the vibrant colors and enticing aromas are a feast for the senses even before you take your first bite. One of the most delightful moments at Kurama Mohanlal is watching the skilled vendors at work. With practiced hands, they slice open the stuffed fruits, revealing the jewel-toned kulfi hidden inside. The contrast of the bright fruit skin and the creamy, colorful kulfi is a visual treat, and the anticipation in the air is palpable as customers wait for their turn. It's a performance that adds to the overall experience, making your visit memorable even before you taste the dessert. Whether you're a lifelong Delhi or a first-time visitor, indulging in a stuffed fruit kulfi from Kurama Mohanlal is a must. The joy on people's faces as they savor each bite, the laughter of friends sharing a treat, and the lively atmosphere of the market all come together to create an unforgettable experience. So, when you find yourself in Delhi, don't miss the chance to try this creative and delicious dessert. It's a true taste of the city's culinary heritage, and a memory you'll savor long after the last bite. Momos are Delhi's favorite food from Tibet, and now they're a street food must-have. These are soft little dumplings filled with spiced veggies, chicken or paneer, Indian cheese, cooked perfectly with steam. What makes them special? The super hot red chutney, a spicy, garlicky kick. You can find them everywhere, from cafes to little carts, and momos are both comforting and exciting. If you love spicy food, don't miss this flavor-packed adventure. You can't finish a food trip in Delhi without having jalebi. These are golden spirals, fried until crispy and then soaked in sweet syrup. A sweet treat for everyone. They taste best when they're hot and fresh. Jalebi is pure happiness in every bite. Whether you have it for breakfast or dessert, it's a festival of flavor. End your meal with jalebi and you'll leave with a big smile. For the grand ending, Golgappa, Delhi's best street snack. These are crispy little balls filled with spicy, tangy water, potatoes, and sweet chutney. A real explosion of flavor. The trick? Eat it all in one bite and let all the flavors take over. It's a fun thing to do with friends, gathered around the cart, counting how many you can eat. Don't leave Delhi without trying this unforgettable taste. Thanks for coming with me on this yummy trip through Delhi's street food. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more food adventures from India and other places.